Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Soulful KC, and today we're going to be talking about Blue Lock. Before we get to that though, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Any support really does mean the world to me, and I just want to say thank you if you just clicked on the video. Just thank you. So, let's get right into it.
世界一のストライカーになるのは俺だ!
Blue Lock is the newest sports anime that's come out for the fall 2022 season. And it was highly anticipated all year. I remember watching the first trailer and being like, this is some next level shit. Because at that time, during the springtime, we had Ashi. And the first couple episodes of Ashi were like good, but they weren't anything super crazy. So when I saw the trailer for Blue Lock, I'm like, this is the shit right here. This is what I'm highly anticipating. Little did I know, I completely 180'd on Ashi, and it actually became one of my favorite shows this year. And so it went from me being super excited to being kind of nervous about Blue Lock, because Blue Lock had big shoes to fill. The animation looked very intense and a little bit more rigid than in Ashi. It looked way more fluid. The dribbling mechanics and all this other stuff looked so amazing that I was just like, well, it has to be good. There's no way Blue Lock can be bad. I'm fully caught up to the show. I just watched episode 9, and this is kind of like a first impressions video, being almost halfway through the season.
I'd like to say something.
Well, Neville, I'm sure we'd all be fascinated to hear what you have to say.
It's good. It's good.
That's all you had to say.
It's actually really good. It's not a traditional soccer anime that I thought it was going to be. Little did I know, this wasn't really about a team. This isn't a team show. Aowashi is about coming together, learning to play soccer properly, learning these different mechanics, and working together as a team, seeing all these different members of the team struggle and try to become professional soccer players. This is not that. This is taking the best players from a bunch of different teams and trying to get the best striker for Japan so they could take themselves and win the World Cup. It is a very selfish game. This is almost like if you mixed Tomodachi game with Aowashi in some type of way and just made some kind of like weird gumbo. Like a weird anime gumbo.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I really like how it's not just your the enemy team that you're worried about, but it's also your other teammates, because there are other ways where there's multiple ways for players to advance themselves in this tournament style bracket besides just winning the game. If you lose the game, that doesn't totally mean that you're out. If you have the most amount of goals on your team, you can like progress. So you also have to kind of worry about your teammates and all this other stuff. It brings in a lot of different really cool elements into soccer that I think is really refreshing. And I have to say it kind of feels like Blue Lock is kind of like the leader of changing up the sports genre for anime and not just making it just a very traditional coming of age style type of anime, where this is very much like, no, I am out to destroy you. I have to be the most cocky piece of shit person, score the most amount of goals, beat all of you, and like really turn into this person that is the complete opposite of myself, to be great and push myself to the absolute limit. And I like that it's not like Aowashi. I like how it's completely, it feels like its own thing. Do I still prefer Aowashi? Kind of, yes, because I'm a bit more invested in those characters. Granted, this season's not over yet, but as of right now, I think that's my only, I guess, like drawback of the show is for some reason, I don't think the characters are bad, but I'm not as invested in their stories, even though don't feel like I need to be super invested in these characters. Because when you're actually watching them play the sport, it gets right into it. It doesn't feel like it's trying to overload you with too much information. It's just like, you like soccer? Boom, let's go. And I really like that, because that is the strength of the show, the animation of the soccer itself, and them trying to figure out how these different teams work. People making outlandish plays because they're trying to push themselves past where they've ever gone before. So you're seeing so many things that you wouldn't see in normal soccer. I also love how the show has this intense feeling to it, with in terms of like how the characters' faces are. They can look like very, I don't want to say evil, kind of evil. Like there's such an intensity when it comes to the eyes, especially. It heavily reminds me of like Compulsive Gambler a lot, because in Kakegurui, like I love how like sinister the characters' faces and like how scary they can be. from these people ruining other people's lives, and I get a very similar same feeling with Blue Lock. And I don't even know all of their names. There's like 11 players, and like I know some of them. I know Bashira. I like how every player also has its different strengths. Like Bashira is really good at dribbling, juking people. I like how Isugi's strength is his vision and him being able to make really good plays and like kind of do these unpredictable things when he gets in his zone. Everyone having their own special thing, and then them trying to maximize on it with all these players who all play forward, by the way, having to play different positions than they usually do and try to make it work. The opening slaps, I think it's a lot of fun. It's very colorful. And yeah, I don't think anyone's really sleeping on the show. Most of the people who probably clicked on this video have already watched it, but if you haven't, and you're looking for a really good sports anime, or even if you're not a big sports anime fan, like this show I can guarantee you can like appeal to you, especially with it being not a death game. These players aren't dying, but it turning into kind of just like a game outside of a game, it being a giant competition of who has the biggest ego, which is also the name of the person who's organizing this entire thing, and who is the best striker and who is going to lead Japan to this victory. So please watch Blue Lock. It's fucking awesome. It's a lot of fun. The animation is great, very fluid, very intense. It's easily one of the best animated sports shows I've ever seen, and like it's just kick-ass. Like, just please go watch Blue Lock. It's awesome. That's about it, right? Yeah. I said the opening slap. Yeah. I didn't name half the characters' names because there's so many. Yeah. So yeah, please feel free to let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about Blue Lock. Do you think it's overrated? Do you think it's good? Do you like it better than Aowashi? Do you like it less than Aowashi? Did you even watch Aowashi?
What are you gonna do?
Told you. We're gonna hang out. Gonna watch a movie.
I have a video, in case you haven't seen that yet either, where I used all my best soccer memes, so it's gonna be kind of hard for this one. But overall though, like the video. Once again, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.